Putting $10 in both of them won't really hurt you. Putting $10 in both of them will educate you far more than what college or high school ever taught you. That small amount of money, look at it as tuition fee. That small amount of money, look at it as education. And then once you've done it over a period of time, once you've built the experience for it, and then you realize that I don't think cryptocurrencies are for me because it's too volatile. It may be part of the future, but it's not an investment class that I want to be part of. Hey guys, so over the past few months, you know that I've been talking about cryptocurrencies a lot, and you know that the space of cryptocurrencies is so interesting because it offers a lot of volatility, and with that volatility, it also offers the potential of upside, but in a very, very interesting note, it also offers the possibility of downside, especially if you bought at a higher price, especially if Bitcoin also is correcting and dropping. It brings the whole altcoin market down with it. And that being said, I've been getting a lot of questions that is investing in Pag-Ibig MP2 still relevant for 2022? Should you still invest in Pag-Ibig MP2 as well? So for those who are watching this that don't know what Pag-Ibig MP2 is, and you have been really just watching based on the cryptocurrency and NFT videos that I have been creating, basically Pag-Ibig MP2 is highly connected to the Pag-Ibig program, where when you enroll, you sign up, and you transmit money to them. The money that you are using, the money that you are putting will be in the Pag-Ibig fund, and it will be an amount of money that will be used by Filipinos for them to be able to borrow and for them to be able to buy houses as well as part of a loan. And since you are investing money with them, what's interesting about that is you will get a portion of the revenue in form of dividends, meaning whatever you get is highly dependent on the ability of people to pay off their loans and the growth of the housing market also. Please do note that as of 2021, there's still a backlog on housing, that not every Filipino has a house yet, and every Filipino dreams to own their own house as well, and that when they have more, they have the ability to put on the down payment and they get approved. Also, the growth of the earnings will be dependent on how much Filipinos are not just paying their loans on a regular basis, but also the ones that are actually getting new loans as well. And what's interesting about that is historically, what Pag-Ibig MP2 has been giving is higher than a lot of government bonds, some corporate bonds, some common stock paying dividends. However, also, when you try to zoom out and compare it into different asset classes in the cryptocurrency market, it's very, very noticeable also that if I go into the staking route, or if I go into the stable coin route and just apply it for a certain APY, the APYs that you would get for stable coins are relatively higher. I've seen some stable coins that could give you around 8, 10, 12%. There are a lot of staking mechanisms where you could join part of the validator, give you 5, 6, 7+% also, which is for some relatively competitive with Pag-Ibig MP2, and for some it's really relatively higher than what Pag-Ibig MP2 will actually give you. Now, to answer the question, it's basically this. It highly depends on who you are as an investor. What do I mean about that? What I didn't mention yet for those that are watching this is that Pag-Ibig MP2 gives out dividends from people who are actually loaning from them. But as part of the law here in the Philippines, your capital is guaranteed. It's not just that you're actually earning more. It's not just that you're earning higher than time deposits or bonds. But whatever you've placed in, it won't go to zero. And I think that's one of the biggest fears in the cryptocurrency market, that you buy the wrong altcoin, there's a big chance that it could go down 90%. There's a big chance that it could go to 50%. There's a big chance that it could actually be a rug pull. There's a big chance that it's something that's very, very good, but there may be some issues along the way that may actually cause it to drop. And there may be some issues along the way that may cause it to not go the way you want it to go. Those items are not present when we're talking about Pag-Ibig MP2, primarily because whatever you put in there will be guaranteed. Whatever you put in there will hold its value, and then whatever you get as a form of return is a bonus on top of the capital that you put in. We have to understand this, that as much as I love talking about cryptocurrencies, as much as I love talking about NFTs, and as much as I believe they will be part of our future over the next few years, it's not a one-size-fits-all strategy. There will be people who will be relatively conservative. There will be people who don't want the aspect of their money dropping 20, 50, 90%. There will be a group of people who, once they start to deploy capital, once they start to invest, they want their money to be secure. They want their money to be safe. They want what they have to be protected so that whatever happens, they have something that they can fall back to. If you're a person that values security, you're a person that getting something that is relatively fixed, relatively predictable, because please do know that the dividends may not be guaranteed. However, what you get from Pag-Ibig MP2 should be higher than what you're getting in Pag-Ibig MP1, and what Pag-Ibig MP1 is giving you is something already that's higher than a lot of the other traditional investments. But if you're a person that values freedom, you're the person that wants self-custody, you're the person wants to invest in technology, you're the person who could withstand also the large drops that are happening in the cryptocurrency market space, then by all means try it. But please also remember this, that I've been saying this over and over, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. There's a higher amount of risk that you have in cryptocurrencies. That's why also it's giving you a higher rate of return. The risk that you have for Pag-Ibig MP2 is lesser. That's why the rate of return also is lesser as well. Anytime you go for stability, security, and safety, it will cap your earnings. Every time you go for something that could give you higher rates of return, in certain aspects it could give you freedom, in certain aspects it could give you a higher amount of return, but there's a chance that it won't go the way you want it to go. To educate people that are watching, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies. Not a lot of them will be very, very successful. And I think that's where the arbitrage is also. That if you want something that will give you a higher amount of return and it not being secure, you need to place a larger amount of time to actually study it. You need to place a larger amount of time to be able to build skills around it. So if you are not the type of person that wants to learn and build a lot of skills and go deep with it, better start off with something that's relatively safer. If you're the type of person that wants to research, if you're the type of person that wants to do a deep dive on it, then by all means, try it. Put it into an investment that you know the most. Put it into an investment that you understand the most. Put it into something that you really, really like as well. Because at the end of it all, it will always go back to that day. The more variable the investment, the higher the conviction you have, the more fixed, secure, and safe the investment. It still needs a certain amount of conviction, but because there's a lot of safeguards and guarantees in it, your money is relatively safe. But I want to end it with this. It's not an or scenario eh. It can be an and scenario. You can actually invest in both eh. And that's why if you notice how I have been tackling things, it's still from a multi-asset investment approach that once you invest in cryptocurrencies, it doesn't mean you leave the stock market. It doesn't mean you leave the bond market. It doesn't mean you don't do any businesses. You can still own a lot eh. You can still build and stockpile and build as much assets as you can. And as what I've been always saying, please remember it this way. It's still better to own assets than other items that will depreciate in value that won't be relevant or significant anymore in the coming years. It's still better to own as much as you can. It's still better that, okay, there's a chance that it loses value, it loses money for you, but the potential over the long term is there. I think that would still be a better proposition than buying some stuff that won't matter anymore in the next few years. So what I want to submit to you is this. You can buy cryptocurrencies for $10, cheapest, 500 pesos. You can buy Pag-Ibig MP2 also on a monthly basis. Minimum is 500 pesos. $10 also. Why not try both? Putting $10 in both of them won't really hurt you. Putting $10 in both of them will educate you far more than what college or high school ever taught you. That small amount of money, look at it as tuition fee. That small amount of money, look at it as education. And then once you've done it over a period of time, once you've built the experience for it, and then you realize that I don't think cryptocurrencies are for me because it's too volatile. It may be part of the future, but it's not an investment class that I want to be part of. Then put more money in Pag-Ibig MP2. And in the same way, when you start to analyze it, I kind of like the volatility of cryptocurrencies. I kind of understand it. Then that actually means that you put in more also in cryptocurrencies. At the end of it all, you can do both. But just to summarize this topic, if you're a person that values security, you're a person that values your capital won't go any lower, you're a person that just wants to beat time deposits, you're a person that just wants to beat bonds, you want something that's relatively predictable, then that's where Pag-Ibig MP2 fits this entire picture. So my answer to that is this. By all means, if Pag-Ibig MP2 makes sense to you, invest in it. By all means, if Pag-Ibig MP2 is something that you understand, and it's something that fits your goals, it's something that fits your plans, then go for it as well. But I'll say this over and over, please take the time to understand what it is, Don't just enter Pag-Ibig MP2 just because I talked about it. In the same way, don't just enter the cryptocurrency market just because I talked about it. It's your money. It's your responsibility. No one will work harder for your money than you. It always has to be you who needs to take the due diligence to know what you're actually getting into. I hope that this was something that's helpful. If you like Pag-Ibig MP2, comment down below. If you like cryptocurrencies, comment down below as well. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you feel about this. And if you want to invest in Pag-Ibig MP2, I'll put the link down below. If you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, I'll put the link down below. And use this Christmas time to learn. Use this Christmas time to get better. Use this Christmas time to be able to build a certain skill set that will allow you to be knowledgeable about investments as we enter 2022. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.